Perfect Order. Is it Pokemon's worst set ever? We're going to talk about it today. We're going to talk about hit rates, number of cards in the set, the values of the different cards. Is it such a bad thing right now that scalpers hate it? Is it great for collectors? Is it a playable set? These are all things we're going to cover in today's video. So, according to TCG Player, Perfect Order's hit rates are as follows. So secret rare hit rates, chance of opening at least one as a 20% chance. Double rares are a 1 in 5. Ultra rares are a 1 in 12. Illustration rares 1 in 9. Any SIR for 1 in 81. And for the mega hyper rare, a whopping 1 in 1786. So if we take Phantasmal Flames as a comparison, secret rare hit rate was 19%. Double rares 1 in 5, ultra rares 1 in 12, illustration rares 1 in 9, specialist illustration rares SIRs 1 in 80, and the mega hyper rare coming in at 1 in 1260. So if you look at those numbers compared to the others, really it's about the same. It's quite comparable. So hit rates aren't so bad. So why do we think it's doing so bad? Because obviously Phantasmal Flames was a great set, had the Charizard in it, everybody was chasing it. So now let's maybe take a look at the top 5 or 10 card values from Perfect Order versus Phantasmal Flames, and let's see if maybe that gives us some insight. So when we look at Phantasmal Flames, we have, of course, everyone knows, the Mega Charizard X EX, coming in at a market price as of the date of 5/11 of $793.96 raw. We of course have the hyper rare Mega Charizard coming in at $369, the standard Mega Charizard X, I guess the SIR, $35.74, Dawn at $30, Sharpedo at $24, Meowth at $23, Piplup at $20. It really starts to kind of dive off. It really, if it wasn't for this Mega Charizard, there isn't really much in this set worth chasing. On the flip side, while in Perfect Order, maybe we don't have the $800 chase card, but we do have the Meowth EX coming in at $180. Not a crazy number, but if you look at our spread, you have the Mega Zygarde, the hyper rare, coming in at 164. Mega Zygarde SIR coming in at 92. Mega Clefable 77. Rose's Encouragement 76. Mega Starmie 73. Like, whenever you look at these cards, even though your total, you don't have that one major chase card, your chance of getting a hit that's valuable and has some sort of value, to me seems a little bit better, because like maybe you don't get the Meowth, or maybe you definitely don't get that Mega Zygarde with a 1 in thousands chance, but you pull a couple Mega Clefables, a couple Roses Encouragements, Mega Starmie, whatever, all of a sudden you're like, oh, well, I mean, yeah, I didn't get the $200 card, or like in Phantasmal Flames, I didn't get the $800 card, but I did get a card that was worth a little bit of value, so I actually pulled something that I feel like I got a bang for my buck. Whereas with Phantasmal Flames, I mean, all the cards besides the Charizards, it's hard to see a good return. Scalpers, however, right now are absolutely hating this set. I've actually seen I know some people that do this for a living, strangely, and they are not even taking Perfect Order anything. They won't order it, they don't sell it, they don't anything with it, which is kind of a good thing, because these scalpers, they want these Phantasmal Flames, the Ascendant Heroes, the ones with all these great big hits in it. And for your average collector, somebody that's more on my level, or like my son, or other children, a set that they can actually get their hands on and open some cards is great. It's wonderful, and there's some really cool cards in here. So as far as that goes, scalpers hate it because there isn't that big ticket item like your Mega Charizard, like your Mega Gengar, like your Mega Dragonite to really push the value of it up high. So they're not reselling it, because the return on that wouldn't be good, because there's not that massive chase card. But there are some really, really good cards, especially like the Meowth, the Mega Starmie, the Mega Clefable. Their use case for actually playing the TCG which is what this is all really meant for anyways. As far as playability for this set, let's first take a look at Mega Starmie EX and what it can do. So it has 330 HP, which is a super tanky Pokemon. It had its first attack number 1 is Jetting Blow, does 120 damage plus 50 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, which is insane. And it only takes 1 energy to make this happen. 1 single energy, which is bonkers. Its second attack, Nebula Beam, 210 damage, ignore the effects, all effects on the target, weakness to lightning, so on and so forth. But the big thing is that Jetting Blow, to be able to throw down 1 card with an energy on it and immediately dish out 120 damage is insane, because any standard mon that gets put down, I mean, with 120 damage, you're basically taking it out. Now, if you're fighting another EX or something like that, obviously it's going to take a couple of those hits, but to be able to just out the gate throw 120 right off your opponent is pretty wild. Where Mega Clefable really shines is in, I guess, defensive abilities. I mean, don't get me wrong, attack-wise, shooting moves, 280 damage by discarding energy from your hand. That's pretty wild. That's good damage. That's out of nowhere. That is one-shotting a significant portion of the mods that could be put out on the field. But where it really shines is in the Luminous Wings ability, because this ability prevents an opponent's Pokemon's abilities, shielding it from damage counters, gusting, or special conditions, which is huge, man. To not be able to be poisoned or burned or be able to be shot back to your bench and switched out for another Pokemon, and to be able to dish out 280 damage throughout that process is massive to the game. And then last but not least by any means, the Meowth EX from Perfect Order is usable in basically every single deck you could ever imagine. The ability to go in and search your deck for a supporter card is bonkers, man. And it does it from the bench. You can use the ability from the bench. You don't even have to have them on the field, and you can constantly be pumping out supporter cards every turn, which is massive. There are some really good support cards out there. So, like, for example, you could pull out a Lily's Determination or a Boss's Order to really set yourself up for a pretty solid win. And not to mention Meowth's Tuck Tail ability, which lets all attached cards return to your hand, allowing you to reuse its ability over and over again, and you don't even have to give up any prize cards. It's crazy. It's the meta right now. It's so good if you play the game. If you are not using the Meowth or the Starmie, you should really be looking into it, because it's wild. So I guess in conclusion, is Perfect Order the worst set ever? No, not by any means. I mean, is it the worst set for a scalper to turn a profit on? Maybe. It's probably on the lower side. But in the end, I think the ability for these cards to be so playable and to have such a place in the TCG right now, they're going to really hold their value due to that, due to real players of the game that want to have these cards in their decks, and they're going to remember these cards and what they were able to do. So for a scalper, or for somebody that's trying to just turn a profit, is it the best card? No, probably not. But if it's somebody that plays the game, or you're just a collector and you just like master setting, which is what me and my son are trying to do right now, this is a great set to master set. It's low cost entry. You can find them everywhere right now with all the craziness with not being able to find Pokemon cards anywhere. Perfect Order's almost always left on the shelf, and it's because they don't have these big sell turnarounds, so people aren't grabbing them up and immediately throwing them on the marketplace. So as far as I'm concerned, Perfect Order, great set, great collector set, great playable set, bad scalper set, and I am okay with that.